I've had several days of good rest. Waking up to this vision every day, every morning is just absolutely fantastic. I wish my clan could see this. Well, seeing as though I already had a snack of bread to eat, I'll go to the war room now. I am sure that all the agents have completed whatever assignments I've given them a few days back. It's nice just to rest. Walk around the keep when I can. Talk to my friends. But back to reality. The war still rages. So. Let's see what's happened in the war room. I don't know if anything's happened in Ferrald. Oh, investigate Duke Anton of Wycombe. Mission report. Ambassador Montilier. Duke Anton has been a most charming and gracious host and has made himself a friend indeed to the Inquisition. His city is a wonder and he was quite keen to display some of the improvements he has made recently. Of particular note are the wells, which use a red crystal to purify the water from which all humans in the city drink. Oh my gosh. Duke Anton has not yet made these improvements to the wells from which the elves and the alienage drink. The Duke assures me that concerns about some sort of disease affecting his city are wholly overblown, and has quite convinced me that his plans to rid the city of the rats causing the problem should be underway quite soon. I continue to enjoy my visit to Wycombe, and I confess that I hope I do not hear the noisy clatter of the Inquisition's armored troops ruining my quiet afternoons. The elves of Clan Lavalin, by contrast, are quiet like their poor cousins here in Wycombe's alienage, and it might be a welcome change to my daily regimen to see them in the future. Yours in haste, Lady Guinevere Volant. Something is seriously wrong. And stop purge of Wycombe's elves. Dalen. The nobles of Wycombe grow more agitated by the day. They clearly blame us and the elves and the alienage for some disease that has stricken the humans of the city, and I have seen their scouts watching our new camp with predators' eyes. Some of the elves of Wycombe fled their allegiance to warn us. Others fled to escape the harsh treatment they are suffering in the city. I fear violence will soon come, Dalen. I ask your help in this matter. Dareth Shirl, Keeper Ista Maethorio Lavalin. We need to deal with this immediately. My clan is in threat. Josephine's diplomat advised against direct force. My scouts could get Dalish hunters inside the city. Sounds good to me.
Inquisitor.
Liliana. Take some time for that. What's going on? There's a report here. Judgment. The good works of Sir Ruth. Report ready. Sir Ruth was cited in a number of communities at the borders of our influence and apparently inspired a number of recruits to our cause. She then disappeared north near suspected Venatori holdouts. We have not had confirmation of her survival. Nothing pressing, as far as I know. The Arl's invitation, but we can't. Okay, I think Josephine should do this. So the Arl's inviting us. We can't truly run a Benorn, but a well-chosen envoy could win us for Elven allies. Yeah.
Let us begin.
That's right up your alley. Ship down, completed forces, completed hinterland resources. Measure Veil strength. What's this? Inquisitor, you have activated a number of the elven artifacts used to detect the magical energies of the Veil. Individually, such readings have been helpful if we can coordinate measurements of all the artifacts simultaneously. However, I believe we may be able to uncover rifts that may not have even opened yet. I have drafted a proposal for how we might use Inquisition mages across Orlais and Ferelden to activate these artifacts in a coordinated fashion, if you think that would be useful. Solus. Well, the other agents are busy. Cullen's the only one left. I can deploy soldiers with the mages to ensure their safety.
All right.
It's going to be quite a while for that one. My agents are going to be busy for the foreseeable future. We do need to head over to Orlais, though. There's a defeat Marquise Buffon, report ready. Inquisitor, Marquise Buffon has been killed, along with Lady Legaspe and her Venatory allies. Thanks to Sister Liliana's scouts, we were able to gain covert entry into the fortress, although the Venatory still managed to use their magic against the Grey Wardens to significant effect. I regret to inform you that after many recent actions, the Grey Wardens have suffered too many losses to be of any further assistance. The last warriors died fighting for the Inquisition in good faith. I have sent their personal effects to Weishaupt. Lieutenant Suzanne Close-Sec. Oh, that's sad, but at least they were of some use. Well, there's no more reports ready. My agents are busy. Where we can go? We can go to Orlais, to Val Royeaux. Let's go to Val Royeaux then. I have a few things that I need to do out there. Namely, get the other things that will impress Cassandra. First do Lion. We can also go to. There's lots to do out there. We haven't even been there. Nothing. Hinterlands. There's nothing in Ferelden to do. We could open up another gate in the Forbidden Oasis. Vivian wants us to go to the Western Approach to track down some of those books. That could wait. We'll go to Val Royeaux. Yes. Oh. I don't really want to bring Cassandra with me, but Cole looks different. Sarah. Blackwall. Let's bring Solus with us. It's a few days away. Several days away, actually, of travel. And there are 2 items I need to procure here. I believe one is flowers for Cassandra. And the other one, if I can remember correctly, actually I don't. I've written it down in my journal, so I'll have to inspect that when we get there. So I didn't want to bring Cassandra. When I return to Skyhold Keep, I guess I can talk to her then. Now, oh, we need candles. So we'll search the stores and talk to the gardener about flowers in Val Royeaux. And Blackguard has become more seasoned. As a champion. Counter-Strike. He pushes himself to the limit, getting full guard and taunting all nearby enemies while the ability is active. He automatically counters all melee attacks. Oh. Adamant. You train hard and you know how to make the most of whatever armor you're wearing. So he gets an armor bonus from that. And Solus. Rift Mage. Well, let's continue this. He's studied Strength of Spirits, Barrier, Bonus, Strength, Dispel. There. Focus on Spirit. Now, we're here. It's a quiet day. The sun is out. It's nice. We have merchants to go and look at. I think behind might be a good one. This is for armor merchant, but we'll see what we can get from here. Well, what do you have to say?
Ah, the Inquisitor! A genuine luminary of our current circumstance. Please enjoy all I have to offer.
Okay. I'm not sure where. I think candles are we looking for, and Elven cow. Candles and flowers. I don't see any of that here. Oh, there's a candle right here. Well, we can buy that. Most romantic candle in Thetis, you claim. Okay. That helps. Thank you, sir. And let's go over this way.
Is that her? Here?
Shut it! You know the rules about friends.
That one of
It's the Grand Ball and the Winter Palace.
Sarah's Ranjani connections.
Is that why I've had nothing but silver?
They'll appoint a new divine soon. One'll make you stand
Well,
up.
it's been
for
months
us
and they
instead of
haven't done
protecting
anything.
your own.
Thank you.
How's it been?
Oh, what's
Yes,
this?
thank you.
Victory in Shade. A plaque reads, "Here grows one of the many strange trophies returned from the liberation of Kirkwall in 760 Storm, where braver Legion forces turned back the unstoppable Canary. A cutting salvaged from a burning dreadnought was presented to Emperor Cyril, and it was tended to full growth by the careful hands of Val Royeaux' master landscapers." Would you know anything about nice flowers?
By the Maker, it's the Inquisitor himself. Would you care for a bouquet of flowers, your worship? The roses have been exceptional this season.
You sell flowers, I take it.
Oh, I don't sell them so much as I grow them. All for the halls of the Winter Palace. Empress Celine does so love the pink daisies. They're quite difficult to cultivate. But I don't think they'd begrudge a few flowers for the Herald of Andraste. It can be our little secret.
All right, then.
I was looking for some flowers, in fact.
Indeed. For what occasion, if I may ask?
For a lady friend.
Oh, no simple wildflowers for you then. I have just the thing. I'll send them to Skyhold, in fact. Rare beauties your lady will adore.
Thank you very much. Well, we also Cassandra or Josephine wanted us to help her out here. Her messengers have been murdered. Comte Boisvert claims to have information that could lead to identity of the murderers. And this in this garden area as well. Oh, here's Josephine. Hello.
Do you know where this noble wanted to meet us?
I do. The Comte Boisvert invited us to his mansion, not far from here. I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Lead the way.
I hope this isn't the person that's perpetrated it. Otherwise, this is going to be a life or death situation. But, as with so many nobles, their allegiance can bend with threat of power or with the promise of power and money. It is a nice place. Such extravagance here.
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Boisvert.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
We appreciate your help, Comte.
The death of Lady Montily's servants must weigh heavily on you. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
My contacts obtained a copy of a document in the archives. Contract for a life.
The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montiliers' trading exile in Orlais.
Who's sending these assassins?
The contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquets.
But the Du Paraquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
How can a family try to kill you after they died out?
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montiliers from Val Royeaux. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duties.
If the people who wanted your family dead are gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. Our Legion businesses live and die by their reputations. The entire guild's welfare would be endangered if an agreement was tossed aside on a whim of time or fate.
She's quite right, Your Worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels necessary, by its standards.
I'll do what I can to stop these attacks, Josephine.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I think I may know how. The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul the contract on my life.
That will take time, Lady Montilier. Time during which the House of Repose will be obliged to hunt you.
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors, at best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets. But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Does Comte Boisvert actually exist?
Absolutely. The Comte's offer to reveal the killers of Lady Montilier's messengers was genuine. So was his information somehow. An end to be tied up later.
I thought you were remarkably well informed about a secret assassin's guild.
We are hardly secret, my dear Inquisitor, just normally much more reclusive. The contract on Lady Montilier's life is so unusual, we felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
It is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out the Du Paraquet to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck. I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
Why warn us about your contract and let us go?
In Orlais, it is only decent to inform those involved in a contract when extraordinary circumstances conspire.
And the guild's reputation would suffer if you ignored the contract. I quite understand.
Thank you, my lady. May we conclude with my departure?
Go, then.
Good day, Your Worship. My lady, I pray we never meet again.
Not much we can do.
I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold. I'll feel safer with the castle's walls around me.
Do you hear something?
Oh, goodness. Comte Boisvert, is that you? Oh, the lock's been broken off. We'll find a saw. I realize the cabinet is quite valuable, Comte, but surely... A locksmith, then? As you wish.
Interesting. I guess he's apt to stay in there then. Such an extravagance in Val Royeaux. I've never experienced anything like this. Money, wealth, power. It does funny things to people's heads. So, we'll return to Skyhold. See what Josephine has to say. And then I'll go and visit with Cassandra. Seems to be the ideal thing. So we've returned. Perhaps I'll go and speak to Cassandra right now. She's still here.
Planning troop movements now?
I'm trying to imagine what it will look like when we're done. All of this once belonged to the Tevinter Imperium. Andraste changed that, as did the Blights. As for what will come next, I cannot guess the Maker's plan.
We make the world a better place.
Because everyone agrees on what better means. I know I want a world where people trust the Chantry and that trust is respected. I want to respect tradition, but not fear change. I want to right past wrongs, but not avenge them. And I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
Even if they're not right, they're certainly admirable.
Some would disagree. They would call it heresy.
That didn't sound like the ravings of a heretic, Cassandra.
Perhaps not. But it takes precious little effort to paint even an act of compassion as damaging. Tell me, what guides you? You make decisions that shake the world, yet always seem so assured. I wish I had your confidence.
Curious, she admires me?
You almost sound like you admire me.
I absolutely do. I may not always agree with your decisions, but how many could do what you have done? You were a prisoner, accused and reviled, yet you've emerged from every trial victorious. The Maker's grace does not make you immortal. You live or die by your own hand. That is worthy of admiration.
If I'm guided by anything, it's you.
Oh, excellent. The blind leading the blind.
I don't think you're blind.
You're persistent.
I thought you liked my confidence.
When we first met, if someone told me I would be pleased to have you lead me, I would have throttled them. But I am. The Maker chose well.
I appreciate that.
We still have a long road to travel, Inquisitor. Wherever it takes us, I'm glad you're here.
Not exactly the response that I was looking for. Well, I'll have to speak to her again after I go speak with Josephine. But then again, that'll have to wait.